Before we begin, I want you to pause for a moment and ask yourself a simple question. What separates those who quietly build wealth from those who spend their entire lives chasing it? Why do some people who start with nothing extraordinary end up financially free while others, with equal talent and opportunity, stay trapped in the same cycle year after year? The difference isn't luck. It isn't intelligence. It's something deeper. Something built slowly, silently, through the choices you make every single day. This is not a speech about quick money or overnight success. It's about understanding the quiet rules that govern real wealth. The kind that grows even when no one's watching. The kind that brings peace, not pressure. Because behind every self-made millionaire who looks ordinary, there's a story of patience, discipline, and courage. A story that proves you don't have to shout to succeed. You just have to stay consistent long enough for your results to speak for you. Today, I want to take you on a journey, a mental shift that could change the way you think about money forever. You'll discover that wealth isn't a secret kept by the rich. It's a skill practiced by the wise. You'll learn why small, disciplined decisions matter more than dramatic moves, why simplicity often beats complexity, and why the quiet ones usually win in the end. So if you're tired of struggling, if you're ready to stop chasing and start building, then stay with me until the very last word. Because what you're about to hear isn't just financial advice. It's a blueprint for freedom. The kind of freedom that doesn't depend on luck or timing, but on your ability to act with purpose and patience. This is how normal people quietly build wealth and become millionaires. And by the end of this message, you'll see that you can too. Wealth is not born from luck, inheritance, or sudden opportunity. It is born from quiet, repeated discipline. Many people believe that financial success is something that happens to a few fortunate souls who were in the right place at the right time. They look at millionaires and assume there was a secret trick or some magical timing behind their success. But in reality, wealth is the outcome of consistent, often boring habits that most people overlook because they seem too simple. Discipline is the foundation of financial growth, and it begins with how you treat the small decisions you make daily. When you decide to save instead of spend, when you resist the urge to buy something you don't need, when you choose to invest even when the returns look small, you are building wealth in silence. Discipline means doing the right thing repeatedly, even when no one is watching, even when it feels slow, and even when it doesn't yet show results. The people who end up financially free are not the ones chasing shortcuts or gambling on trends. They are the ones quietly managing their money with intention and patience. True discipline means mastering the art of consistency. It's about forming habits that protect your future. For example, saving 10% or 20% of your income might seem like a small move, but over time it becomes the seed that grows into freedom. It's easy to ignore these small steps because they don't create immediate satisfaction. But wealth does not come from sudden pleasure. It comes from long-term control. Every dollar you save is a soldier that works for you. Every investment you make is a step toward independence. Those who understand this don't seek excitement in money. They seek stability. The biggest enemy of discipline is emotion. Most people make money decisions when they are emotional. When they're happy, they spend more. When they're scared, they sell investments. The disciplined person does the opposite. They stay calm in good times and bad. They don't let the market or opinions of others control their financial path. They know that steady growth is the result of patience and logical thinking. They plan their actions and stick to them even when others panic. Discipline also means learning how to say no. Saying no to unnecessary expenses, no to bad habits, no to keeping up appearances. It's about building a mindset where you no longer seek validation through things, but through progress. The average person thinks wealth is about earning more, but it's not. Wealth is about keeping more of what you earn and making it work for you. Discipline turns ordinary income into extraordinary results. In a world where everyone wants fast success, the quiet, disciplined person moves slowly but surely. While others chase the next big thing, this person sticks to principles, avoids mistakes, and stays consistent. Over time, that quiet effort compounds into something powerful. Wealth is not an accident. It is the natural reward of a disciplined life. Simplicity has always been the secret weapon of those who build lasting wealth. Most people believe that to become rich, they need to master complex financial strategies, predict market trends, or have access to insider knowledge. But the truth is far more grounded. The people who quietly grow wealth over time understand that success in money is not about doing more. It's about doing the simple things consistently and avoiding unnecessary complications. Simplicity removes confusion, reduces mistakes, and allows your money to grow without constant interference. In the world of personal finance, complexity often hides ignorance. People chase complicated investment schemes or follow trendy financial advice because they think the harder it sounds, the more powerful it must be. But in reality, simple decisions repeated over years create the strongest financial foundation. Living below your means, saving regularly, buying assets that appreciate, and reinvesting dividends, these are not exciting ideas, but they are timeless. Simplicity helps you stay focused, and focus is what creates momentum. When your approach to money is simple, you have clarity. You know where your money goes, you know why you're investing, and you can measure your progress easily. The person who complicates everything often ends up confused and inconsistent. They jump from one plan to another, always searching for faster results. But the person who values simplicity trusts in steady growth and lets time do the heavy lifting. The real advantage of simple systems is that they are sustainable. Anyone can follow them regardless of income or background. Simplicity also protects you from emotional mistakes. Complex financial decisions often trigger fear, greed, and doubt. When things go wrong, panic follows because the plan was never clear. A simple plan, however, is easy to understand and stick with even during tough times. For example, someone who steadily invests in index funds or simple income generating assets does not worry about daily market swings. They know that as long as they stay consistent, the long-term trend will work in their favor. That calmness is a hidden form of power. Another reason simplicity works is because it keeps your lifestyle in check. When you overcomplicate your financial life, you tend to overspend, overthink, and overact. But when your plan is simple, earn, save, invest, and repeat, you stay disciplined without stress. This frees your mind to focus on learning, working better, and improving your skills instead of constantly chasing the next big financial opportunity. Simple actions compound quietly. They don't grab attention, and they don't make headlines, but over the years they transform ordinary people into financially independent ones. The world often rewards those who look smart, but in reality, wealth rewards those who act consistently. The simpler your financial habits, the fewer mistakes you make, and the more power you give to time and compounding. Simplicity doesn't mean being lazy. It means being wise enough to see that the most powerful systems are often the easiest to follow. Lifestyle inflation is one of the silent traps that stops ordinary people from building real wealth. It happens when your spending rises every time your income rises. You get a raise, and instead of saving or investing the extra money, you buy a better car, move to a bigger house, or start eating out more often. On the surface, it feels like progress because you're earning more and enjoying life. But beneath the surface, you're standing still. You're working harder, yet your savings and investments stay the same because every increase in income is matched by an increase in spending. This is how many people stay stuck in the same financial cycle for decades. Those who quietly build wealth understand that financial success isn't measured by how much you earn, but by how much you keep. They resist the pressure to upgrade their lifestyle just because they can afford to. They know that every dollar not spent is a dollar that can grow and multiply. Living below your means is not about being cheap. It's about being free. It's the decision to prioritize independence over appearance and peace of mind over public approval. The problem with lifestyle inflation is that it feels natural. When you've worked hard and your income grows, your mind convinces you that you deserve more comfort, more luxury, and more fun. You tell yourself you'll start saving later, once you're settled or once you earn even more. But later never comes because with every increase in income, your expectations grow too. The more you earn, the more expensive your definition of normal becomes. Soon you are dependent on a high income just to maintain your lifestyle, and that dependency kills freedom. The people who build real wealth make a different choice. When they start earning more, they don't immediately spend more. They use the difference to buy assets instead of liabilities. They invest in things that produce income, not in things that lose value. Their focus is not on impressing others, but on building stability that can last a lifetime. They find satisfaction not in buying, but in watching their money work for them. Avoiding lifestyle inflation also creates mental strength. It teaches you to find joy in simplicity, to value experiences over possessions, and to focus on long-term goals instead of short-term rewards. Every time you choose to save or invest instead of spending to show status, you're strengthening your discipline and shaping a future where money works in your favor. Wealth is rarely loud. It grows in silence, through quiet restraint and intelligent decisions. The people who look rich often aren't, and the people who seem ordinary often are the ones with freedom, investments, and peace. Resisting lifestyle inflation is not about denying yourself joy. It's about delaying unnecessary pleasures today so you can live without pressure tomorrow. The ones who understand this truth walk a calm path toward financial independence, while the rest keep running on the same treadmill, wondering why they never move forward. Patience is one of the most underestimated forces in building wealth. In a world that moves fast, where everyone wants instant success, the ability to wait has become rare. But the truth is, real wealth does not respond to speed.